Hey Raspi, turn off the hexa lights.
I've turned off the hexa lights.
So I have been using Home Assistant to control my home, but don't worry if you haven't heard of it. It's kind of Alexa or Google Home where you can control your smart devices like fans, lights, sensors and all that stuff. But this time I wanted to give it a face and a bit of life. And that's why I have built this. A tiny version of Home Assistant which can listen and responds back. So if I say, "Hey Raspi, how to live a happy life?"
Focus on positive relationships, practice gratitude, and pursue what you love. Balance is key.
Not only does it respond to the light, but it can also respond back to me in a voice that actually sounds more human. Now you might be thinking, why not just use Google Home or Alexa to do all this? Well, to start with, Home Assistant is highly customizable. It's private, but most importantly, I can run artificial intelligence on it. And if you want to install and run Home Assistant yourself, you can watch my previous video. I'll tag the link in this video and it's also in the description. So coming back to this tiny robot, well, it's running everything on Raspberry Pi, but it also uses ChatGPT API, ElevenLabs API. It's not perfect, but it works. And honestly, it feels kind of alive. So when I first started using Home Assistant, it was mostly dashboards, automation, toggles, and it's great at that. But I always had this thought in the back of my head, what if it felt like a little more human? Like instead of just using it on the app, what if it had a face? Or reacted with expressions? Or actually spoke back? Like a little companion which lives in your space. For this, I didn't want to build a full-fledged humanoid robot. I just wanted to bring a little bit of character in something which I use every day. Something which can listen, talk back, and give me answers whenever I ask something. In one of my previous videos, I have already installed voice control in Home Assistant OS using things like Open Wake Word and built-in features. It worked well for basic things and AI features, and it was running everything locally at my home. It was great for experimenting, but it still felt like a little robotic. The responses were plain, the voice was flat, and there was no real personality to it. So for this version, I wanted to make it a little more natural, and that's why I switched the conversation engine to ChatGPT, and for text to speech, I switched to ElevenLabs. So let me show you something what this little assistant can actually do. Hey Raspi, turn off the hexa lights.
I've turned off the hexa lights.
Hey Raspi, turn it back on.
The hexa lights are back on.
You can see that I haven't said which light to turn on, I just said turn it on, and it knew which light to turn back on. Hey Raspi, who built the pyramids?
The pyramids were built by ancient Egyptians, mainly during the reign of the pharaohs.
Hey Raspi, why is the sky blue?
The sky looks blue because of Rayleigh's scattering of sunlight by the atmosphere.
Hey Raspi, how to live a happy life?
Focus on positive relationships, practice gratitude, and pursue what you love. Balance is key.
Now you can see the responses are more human-like and it sounds more natural to the ears. The tone, the rhythm, it didn't just sound smart, it sounded alive. And when I paired it with blinking eyes and talking animation, that's when things really started to feel different. It's still just a Raspberry Pi and just a screen, but the moment it responded like that, it felt like more than just the basic components. So once the voice was figured out, the next I wanted to give it a body. Something simple that could hold a display, Raspberry Pi, speaker, mic, and just look like a tiny robot sitting on my desk. A disclaimer, I am not a CAD professional. I could have done it better. In fact, the whole CAD modeling in Fusion 360, I have learned it very recently. And that's why the design is far from perfect. but probably this will give you an inspiration and you can design it in your own way. So the screen I'm using is a 3.5-inch TFT SPI display. You can just search on Amazon Raspberry Pi display and it should pop up. Then I use jumper cables to connect to my Raspberry Pi. The mic and the speaker I'm using is a USB powered, so it was working right out of the box. I designed the body in Autodesk Fusion 360, printed everything on my 3D printer, and once the parts were ready, I started putting this little guy together. The design's pretty basic, just a head to hold the screen and a torso to fit the Pi and fan. Nothing fancy, just a good starting point. I'm using a 3.5-inch TFT SPI display which I placed inside the head. The display has all the wires connected to it already. I also added a small fan in the chest, mostly to keep the Pi cool, but I also designed it in a way so it looks like an arc reactor of Iron Man's suit. Now with the fan glued, I connected the jumper cables from fan and display to the Raspberry Pi. I connected my Pi with the power supply and the screen showed boot logs, always a good sign. For the body panels, to connect torso and the legs, I am using magnets. This makes it super easy to open things or tweak stuff without dealing with screws. Lastly, I added a USB mic and a USB speaker. Nothing special but good enough for voice interaction. That's pretty much it for the physical build. Let me show you how I set up the software side. Now onto the software, again not a full tutorial, just showing what worked for me. If you want to run everything locally and for free, I have covered that in a separate video. But for this version, where it actually sounds natural, I used ChatGPT in ElevenLabs. Both need API keys, so I generated those and saved them. For ChatGPT, you can go to the platform.openai.com. Here I created a new project as HA for Home Assistant. In the left hand side you can see API keys, and from here you can create a new secret key. Once you create it, you need to save it because this will be used later on. Similarly for ElevenLabs, you just need to go to the elevenlabs.io, then from the settings go to the API keys and create an API key from here. Make sure you give access to text-to-speech or remove the restricted key access. Again, you'll need those later in Home Assistant, so keep them handy. I installed Home Assistant Supervised on a Raspberry Pi OS Lite. I have shared all the install steps and links in the description. Once you run those commands, you should be able to see your Home Supervised after typing in Docker PS. Basically, it spins up different containers in Dockers which would be used for your Home Assistant. To get the screen working, I added a few lines to the config file. For that, you need to go to your boot, firmware and config.txt, and at the very last of your file, add these 3 lines. Again, this will be added in the description so that you can easily copy and paste. After the reboot, the display lit up and showed the boot logs, which meant it was alive. Inside Home Assistant, now here is the API which we generated for ChatGPT and for ElevenLabs would come handy. To add OpenAI conversation, just click on Add Integration, type in OpenAI and mention the API key which you have generated. Once you click on Submit, you should be able to see your OpenAI conversation over here. To quickly test it, I'm just gonna go to this conversation agent, type in something, and see it working over here. Similarly for ElevenLabs, click on Add Integration, ElevenLabs, and give your API key which you generated from ElevenLabs UI. Once you click on Submit, you should be able to see ElevenLabs listed here. Now for the voice assistant to work. If you want to see how you can do it, again just refer to my previous video. I'll put that link into the description. Here we need to change our conversation agent to OpenAI conversation, and for text to speech, we just need to select our ElevenLabs integration. Here you have different sets of voice. You can select any of them as per your liking, and from here you can directly test how the voice would sound like.
Hello, how can I assist?
I have added as much as I could in the description, the commands, config changes, helpful links, just in case you are building something like this too. So you might have noticed the display changes whenever it's responding back and just blinking when it's sitting idle. And you might be wondering how Home Assistant is able to control that. Well, the short answer is Home Assistant automation. If you ever used Home Assistant before, you might already know that Home Assistant comes with home automations. So the face you see is basically a Python app is running on the Raspberry Pi. And whenever Home Assistant is responding back, I have configured a simple automation which triggers an API and set the status to idle, thinking or speaking. And the Python app which I have just loads the screen accordingly. It's super simple but really effective. You definitely don't need a Python app to load your images. You can simply type this command in order to load any images on your display. Therefore, you don't exactly need a code to make it work. For example, let's say I have this ideal.gif, which basically is just a blinking GIF. And if I use this command, this will start showing on my Raspberry Pi display. Therefore, no need for you to code anything on Python. But for me, I wanted the face to react, like show different expressions. So I made a small Flask app that acts as an API. Home Assistant sends a message like speaking or idle, and it updates the face. Inside Home Assistant, I added a REST command to talk to the Flask app. For that, you just need to add the REST command in your configuration.yaml file. For you, the API IP address would be your Raspberry Pi IP. And then finally, I created this robot speaking automation. I added a trigger that whenever there is a state change in the ElevenLabs, a REST API would be triggered and the status would be sent as speaking. This REST API basically uses the IP address which we used in the configuration.yaml file, and it sends the argument as speaking. So whenever there is a change in ElevenLabs state, the robot expression changes to speaking. And after waiting for one more trigger, which is whenever the assistant microphone becomes idle, then another REST API gets triggered, and this time the status is changed to idle. And just by adding that little feedback loop, the robot starts to feel way more interactive. Like it's not just thinking, but it's reacting. Now, very important part. I have gone through numerous attempts, but only one worked for me. In fact, I went through 4 different attempts. So first I tried Home Assistant OS, which is usually the easiest way to set up. But turns out the Home Assistant OS locks you in a way that you can't access the frame buffer the way you want to. So even though my display was showing up, I really couldn't configure the way I wanted to. And then I moved to Home Assistant Core on Raspberry Pi OS. Well, I was able to configure my display in that, but Home Assistant Core doesn't have any add-ons, and for that reason I couldn't use voice control right out of the box. So the third try I went with Debian and Home Assistant Supervised, which is officially supported. But after so many tweaks and tricks, I couldn't get the display to work on that. And then finally I went to Raspberry Pi OS Lite, but this time I installed Home Assistant Supervised, even though it's not officially supported on that OS. But this time it worked. I had full access to the GPIO pins, I was able to configure my display the way I want, and I could use all the add-ons like before. Now I know a cleaner setup would have been that I'm running my Home Assistant OS somewhere on different Raspberry Pi or on a home server, and then using a smaller board like ESP32 or a Raspberry Pi Zero just to show the display and use it like an edge device. But I really wanted this to be a standalone robot, something I could just pick up, take somewhere, and it would still work on its own, without the need to talk to another machine using Wi-Fi or API. While I am still using APIs, but these APIs are directly talking to OpenAI server or ElevenLabs server. So yeah, running everything on the Pi wasn't the easiest path, but it gave me the self-contained experience I was hoping for. So yeah, this is far from perfect, but it's a fun little robot that runs Home Assistant, talks using ChatGPT, and even reacts with expression. It started as an idea to make Home Assistant more alive, and now it actually sits on my desk, blinking, talking, and controlling my home. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments how you would have done it differently, and see you in the next build.